Area colleges held public lectures this week breaking down the science behind the eclipse. NBC6's Hunter Trombetta shares what they say you need to know.
Texarkana College and the University of Hope Texarkana both hosted eclipse lectures. But if you were not able to attend either, that's okay, because I was at both of them and I'm here to share what I learned.
When you think about people traveling hundreds of miles to see something that's going to only last, a couple of minutes, people know that there's something special.
One reason eclipses draw such big crowds is because of how rarely everything lines up just right.
The tilt of the Earth, the speed of the Earth through space, the speed of the moon going around, the spinning of the Earth. There's so many motions that have to be in, a line at the perfect time.
One thing that needs to be just right: how far away the moon is from the Earth. The orbit of the moon is not a perfect circle. When the moon is furthest away, it is at its apogee. This can lead to the almost total eclipses called annular eclipses. Monday's total solar eclipse is possible because the moon's orbit will bring it very close to its closest point to the Earth, which is called its perigee. Another coincidence is going to contribute to making this eclipse particularly special.
I am super excited to see that corona, just because I know that in the last 1 or 2 days the sun has been kind of quiet, but I'm just very hopeful that it is going to become more active again, because it kind of ebbs and flows, and so I want to see that corona.
The corona is the outermost part of the sun, and it is responsible for sending out the solar winds that bring energy to every part of the solar system. It is only visible to the naked eye during a total eclipse and can be safely viewed without protection. NASA is predicting an especially dynamic corona will be visible during the eclipse, but that's not the only thing that experts say you need to pay attention to.
Well, as the moon comes into totality, then you can see a little line of lights, and those are called Bailey's beads.
These beads of light are caused by the irregular surface of the moon.
It has canyons and rifts and valleys and craters, and those uneven surfaces are the last to catch that light.
The Bailey's beads and the similar diamond rings are still dangerous to look at with the naked eye. Making sure everyone understands how to safely experience the eclipse was an important aspect of both lectures.
A recent survey showed that 1/3 of people didn't understand the danger that can occur.
It only takes 10 seconds for sunlight to cause permanent damage to your eyes, because your eye acts as a lens, focusing not just the visible light, but the ultraviolet and infrared light into the back of your eyeball, where there are not even pain receptors to let you know that damage is happening. So make sure you have your eclipse glasses on the entire time, except when the sun is completely covered. And remember to tune in at 1 o'clock on Monday, April the 8th, for our 1-hour eclipse coverage special. I'm Hunter Trombetta, and I'll see you then.
All right, Hunter, thanks so much for that. That's great information.